Zach, mate, what fantastic news that you're coming to Switzerland. It's great to have my best bud back. Honestly, mate, it's been too long. I cannot wait. And honestly, mate, whatever you need when you come to Switzerland, it's on me. My network is your network. My access is your access. You need cars, apartments, access to nightclubs, bars, restaurant, concert, you name it, it is yours. Honestly, mate, I cannot wait. It's, you know what, the boys are back. We're gonna have some fun. I've sent you, I couldn't resist. I had to have you arrive in style. I've sent you my private jet with my pilot. Enjoy it. From here on out, it's cocktails and dreams. See you soon, buddy.
Oh, I thought you were asleep. Did you hear all that? Look, mate, don't be angry. Don't be mad, please. Seriously, I couldn't turn down a free plane. It's free, and we're the only people on it. Seriously, we're saving an absolute fortune. You need to get over this. We're going to be in and around them a lot over the next few years, potentially. So you need to get your head together. She is not worth it. You need a woman, my friend, who would live with you in a cardboard box with no money just as long as she's with you. And you will find that one day. Seriously, don't stress out. Let's just eat all this food, drink all this champagne. I don't know, take a shit under one of the seats, if that makes you feel any better. But we need to focus this season. Massive step up this. Big club, big stadium, great facilities. We've got a chance to not only enhance our reputation, but to win a stack of trophies. So come on, man, I need your A game. You need to get over Anna Marie and you need to forget about CP. Can you do that for me? Yeah? You promise? Yeah? Where are you going? You're going to take a shit under the seat. Fair enough. Hello, I love Ballsack and welcome to episode 7, season 7 of The Road to Anywhere, mine and your Journeyman adventure. As always, thanks for joining me. It's massively appreciated. Do all the good stuff to help support the channel and the episode. If you are brand new, you still haven't subscribed, come and join the family. Make sure you all hit that notification bell. But thank you for your view. Thank you for sticking with the series. It means a lot to me. And as you can see, we've got a new club. A brand new country, a country I've never played Football Manager in, especially on the road to anywhere. So I'm very, very excited. It's a step up, it's a challenge, and I can't wait to get my teeth stuck into it. And if my trusty CCPO flashes up his mobile phone, you'll see the leave vote won by 73%. And if you watched the last episode, episode 6, you'll have known there was 2 jobs available. Now, more jobs became available over the summer, but I'm going to show you a little montage. I just went straight for the Basel job because not only was it perfect for the series and the story, because it just ties in with CP, who is from Switzerland, and the fact that the CCPO's ex-girlfriend plays in Switzerland and she's left him for CP. It was just perfect, but I didn't 100% think I was going to get it because it's Basel and they're a big team. But, you know, they've had a bad season. They sacked the manager. I applied for anything else. It was quite quick, quite simple. No issues really in the interview apart from the fact that I couldn't speak the language. But, you know, who cares about that? And I got the job in the end and I'm absolutely buzzing for this. Seriously, I feel like it's going to be a great challenge, a great chance to turn this club around, put them back on top hopefully as quick as I can, spend a couple of years here, maybe win some trophies, build up the CV, build up the reputation and kick this series on. But honestly, I love a new league. I love a country I've not been to. It's fresh, it's exciting, and hopefully even if you voted for me to stay at Šibenik, you're not too sad. So they're a club that over recent times has been very successful. Look how many times they won the league. But recently they've not done great, and I mean the year before they did even worse. As you can see, they finished 9th. Now they were predicted to be runners up, so this is a bit shocking really. So when it came to the relegation group, they turned things around. They finished 2nd in that, but still look at the form. I mean, they've got a top player, Dan Ndoye, was the 3rd best player in the league, and looking at the squad, which, you know, looks like it fits my tactic, which is great. They've got some really good players because this club has a lot of them and a lot of lads I don't really want. Now, this is the under-18s team, a lot of potential here, but that's not for now. I need players now. And there's an under-21 team. Again, tons of players. And I'll be honest with you, all these lads here around this age, 18 to 21, I was just going to have a fire sale. I mean, seriously, we're going to line everyone up outside the stadium. And the C team's not too stacked. Line them all up. You know, the average ones who are at an age, you know, where they could sell, and just offer them out. And no one in my first team squad was going to be safe, because they've underachieved. So I went through every single player who I liked, who would fit my tactic the best. But then obviously you've got to make sure you can bring those players in, and we've managed to bring in some great players. And I'm doing a bit of a theme with this series because I was going to raid my old club again. You know, I'm a staff hardcore fanatic, and the medical team seems okay, but yeah, and the scouting team apart from the recruitment analysts, but that coaching team, mate, needs some work. And let's just check out the facilities now. We play at St Jacob Park, which I think's named that because it was built on a village that was called that. If I'm wrong, let me know. They don't own it. I'm wondering if the country owns it because it is the national stadium as well. If you go on Switzerland's page on this game, it says St Jacob Park as a stadium, and it's way better than the last two. I mean, the last two stadiums we've had have been really bad, really. So this is fantastic. Really could do things, hopefully, with this team. Now, we're based in Basel, of course, which apparently is in the top 10 places in the world to live. It's one of them beautiful places where the standard of living is amazing, but I think it costs you a fortune. Taxes, you know, like in Scandinavia, basically. But what a beautiful place. We've landed on our feet. We've gone from Šibenik, which was beautiful, to Basel, which is beautiful. So I'm really happy with that. And I'm also happy with the training facility. Superb training, superb youth. The facility itself looks amazing. So, man, we have stepped up. They may have 21 league titles and 13 cups. They've got a league cup as well. But no European honours. Cheeky Europa League or Conference League would look nice in there, wouldn't it? So let's look at the ins, and the first one was absolutely brilliant. Now, Greeno tried to tell me how to say his name because I'm a bit rubbish. I think it's Granit Xhaka. I think he replaced the X with a J, I think he said. We all know who he is, Arsenal player. Now, he's been at Southampton. He is 34 years old, but he was coming to the end of his contract. He was on 90 grand a week at Southampton. I thought, oh no, he's never gonna come here. Offered him a contract, only wanted 30.5 grand. Wants to come home, be closer to his roots. Next up, another freebie, Cesar Gelabert. Now, I've had this lad before somewhere else along my travels on Football Manager. Free. It's come from Mirandes. He used to be at Real Madrid, didn't he? So 26, can cover in a lot of positions. Now, I did raid my old club, and I raided him again in January. We needed centre half, so we're very weak at centre half, and I've brought in a lot of young talent, and it's helped being out in Croatia with some shortlists I've put together from scouting. But we all know who Carlo Lukic is the lad I love from Šibenik, the one we had a few issues with his minimum fee. His minimum fee was just over 2 million, which annoyed me when I was Šibenik manager, but didn't annoy me when I'm Basel manager. Again, another minimum fee, and someone I know from just scouting the league I was in last season. Can't say his name. Cost me 3 million, just over. This one I'm buzzing with because it's my first wonder kid of the series. Played for Servette, another team in Switzerland. Came straight up on one of my scout news things. I've not scouted him. One of my scouts said, you know, take a look at this lad. 3.3 million. And then another minimum fee. He cost me just under 2 million minimum fee from a team I've never heard of in Romania. Little midfield. He's not a wonder kid or anything, but he's just got, you know, certain attributes that I liked. Another player I've taken from my old team is Dominic Takak. Now, obviously, he got injured last year. He was out for 3 months. We brought another keeper who stole his place, but at 6'5", he's a decent keeper, I think. He's only 28 years old, and I didn't want a number one because we've got a good goalkeeper. The lad I've got in net, they bought, I think, Juventus for about 7 or 8 million last year. And then the last player I signed again from my former team, of course, it's Donny Darko himself, the 19-year-old Croatian who was amazing for me last year. Scored 27 goals, I think, in 26 games in a league, was it, or something like that. It was brilliant. He was brilliant. Now, he's got things lacking, really. He's not the quickest, but he fits my tactic. He works well. He scores a lot of goals. When you get the bookies odds at the start of the season, they say he's favourite to be leading goal scorer. Cost me 3 point something million minimum fee for my old team. So I've given him some money. Proper sorted it out. Proper. Now, you might have noticed before, we had 5 physios. We only allowed 4. They said yes for expanding that. We've now got 6. Scouting team's amazing. I've put the recruitment analysts in. Totally sorted out the coaching team. The only person I kept was my assistant manager because he was all right and I couldn't really find anyone else. But honestly, come on. Now, it's going to be a big season for us. Now, financially, it's going to hurt us because we're not in Europe. And this club should be, and that's where I want to be next few seasons. But it gives you a chance, hopefully, against any other bigger clubs around you. Because they're going to hope maybe be in Europe, aren't they? And it does take away from you. I think it took away from us a little bit last year with Šibenik. I think if we hadn't have been in Europe last year, we might have won that league, but we had a lot of games to play. So it might be an advantage, it might not, we'll see. We are predicted to be runners-up, that's who this club is. Young boys are apparently the best team. You've got Lugano, St. Gallen, Grasshoppers. CP's a bit of a fan of them, and also his new girlfriend, Anna Marie Markovic, who in real life does actually play for the women's team, Grasshoppers. So according to my assistant, that's my best team. Now, I want to go through everyone, but we'll have a look at some of the main lads. Here's Marvin Keller. This is the guy they got from, I think it's Juventus. He's Swiss, 25 years old. You've seen the two defenders. My left back situation. Now, I've got him and I've got a youngster. And by the time it gets to January, I'm not too happy. I do buy another left back in January. At right back, we've got this lad and another one. I mean, he's all right. Got to remember where we are. But I think at some point in the future, I'd like a new right back. I think a centre half, I'm stacked with three good youngsters who are always going to get better. Obviously, in the middle, we've got the legend himself. And this lad who's brilliant. I love his name, Wouterberger. 26-year-old Dutchman, but he's good. He spits his dummy out because I think he was captain. He spat his dummy out. Yeah, he was captain. That was it. He gets over it though. It's all right. This lad, as I've mentioned him before, he was the third best player in the league last year. He's Swiss. Damian Malez, Swiss, 26 years old. Happy days. And there's some other players. Maybe we'll look at him in the future. Now, I've actually played a game, you may have noticed, because I wanted to get to the certain point when I brought all my players in, which is this point. So we'd already kicked off against arguably the bookies' worst team in the league, Winterthur, beat them 4-0. So quickly, let's look at the rules of this brand new country and brand new league, and you've got all this stuff going on. Obviously, because the league splits up, and I didn't do much research. My idea a lot of the time is I'll just play it and see how it turns out. But if we go on to the Super League here, scroll down a little bit, there we go. There's prize money. It's not Premier League prize money, but it's decent. 22 games. We all play each other twice before we break apart. There must be no more than 5 non-EU players playing in the 11. I don't think I've got any now. I think I've got rid of them all. I've got one who's a decent player, but he's worth a bit. He goes in January. He's currently down in the C team. He's a decent player, but he's worth like 5-6 million, and I want that money later on down the line. There you can go. 5 subs from 9. Quickly. Disciplinary rules, who cares about that? Squad registration, maximum of 10 non-EU players. So that's great, maybe if I need them. 8 players trained in the same nation for 3 years. Yada, yada, yada. 25-man squad. Pause it, feel free to read it. So yeah, I've no idea what the nickname is. CP, when you watch this, he's been trying to teach me some Swiss words. Or certain phrases he uses in Switzerland. But you got to remember, like, he is from Switzerland, but he means that he speaks English mainly. But Basel, where we are, is more of a German town. There are towns that are more French. And I've never had to do this before, but it shows you that both them languages mean a lot, because when you bring any staff or players in, you send them on a language course, and you have to send everyone on 2 unless they know one of them. So you have to click it twice. But yeah, founded in 1893. This is a team that needs to get back to the top. Our rivals are Young Boys and Grasshoppers, so that is proper exciting. It's not exciting from a CCPO though. I mean, he's basically had his heart broken by someone who was a friend of his love of his life, and now we've ended up in the same country as them. Don't you just love how a road to anywhere turns out? Well, by the 1st of January, and we have a winter break here as well, which is pretty good. We were 3rd, but I love it. I love a league like this where there's a few of us. Look at it. I mean, them top 4 teams, St. Gallen 33, we're on 34, Zurich and Young Boys are both on 35. How competitive. I love a competitive league. You got to think some of them are playing European football as well. That's my worry. But we're okay. We're a good team. So we started brilliantly. New manager syndrome, came straight out the blocks with 4 victories, and then had 4 games without winning. Got beat there, got beat off them, got drew with them, beat off them, bloody rubbish, and then we've turned it around again. As you can see, look, another great run where I haven't been beaten for absolutely ages. Now the money has dropped a lot. We've spent a lot. Maybe it's the wage bill. We ain't got any European money coming in, right? Got a great stadium, don't get me wrong, but this club, quite good, because I thought we've got quite a bit of money. Now, I didn't have the option to ask to improve the youth, but I did have the option to improve our training facilities, which were superb. And they said, yeah, they're spending just short of 5 million, making them, what, they're going to be state of the art. This is brilliant. Hopefully, if we can get some form of Europe, which I'm pretty sure we're going to, hopefully we do. It's just better to attract players. It's just a good thing then. Over the next couple of years, I shouldn't have to worry really. I'm not really going to worry about any of the facilities. I'm not going to ask them. If they want to improve them, they can. But I'm done asking them. I'm going to try and accumulate as much money as we can and spend it on this squad. Now, when it came to January, we got rid of about another 5 players. 3 of them are just youngsters, a couple of $100,000 a piece. But there was 2 bigger ones now. Ziki Amdouni, he's Swiss, 27-year-old, handy little player. It got to January. He went up for sale. He played like 1 game for me. And St Etienne came in with a bid of about 2.5 million. But this was my big sale. Mr. Niasse, 28-year-old. Now, he's a good player, but I preferred my others. I tried to sell him in the summer, but I think he'd only joined in the January, so he wouldn't leave then. So I just put him down in the C team. I think in the summer we were looking at 6.5 million. We only got 4 eventually. And I spent 2.7 million on a left back. Now, I really wanted one. We're struggling. There's an odd injury or 2. The youngster I don't think was good enough. And I think it was our weakest area. I was looking for left backs, couldn't really find any at the right price at this time of year. So I thought to myself, what about Dave? We're also jumping at this point because it's quite a big point here. So this was how the normal league finished. We finished 3rd in it on 41 points. Young boys at the top. Fair enough. We're a project. Do you know what I mean? This is better than they were last year. Zurich in 2nd, only a point ahead. But we are level with St Gallen. And Lugano far behind. It's quality, this. So the leagues are now split. Obviously, this is the relegation one. And it says at the bottom, don't know if you can read it. Teams start with all their league records, along with 100% of points from their main league stage. And that's it. That's our group. Got to play them all twice. Fun times. Now, stop here because we've just gone top of the championship group. Right? 26 games played now. We're level with Young Boys. 2 points ahead of Zurich. St Gallen are close. Come on, this is good, isn't it? This is fun. But I stopped here because it was at a point when I was looking at it and thinking, wow, we've still got to play Young Boys. I haven't played him yet. As you can see, I'm imperfect. We beat Sion 4-2, beat Lugano 2-0. Then Zurich absolutely tore me one. And I don't know why. They just battered me 5-1. Rubbish. And then we beat St Gallen 4-1, which is brilliant. You can see the end of the season there though as well. If we look at the whole season, that's that good patch. And then he had another rough one where we're dropping points, getting beat off Serviettes. We shouldn't have. St Gallen beat me. But, beating Zurich, beating Grasshoppers. We started to turn it around at the end. So we've now jumped forward to the 20th of April. We've got 2 games left and we are 2nd. Look how much it's changed. This is why I keep saying it's so much fun. I don't know if it's this much fun when you first start the game, but obviously we're a few years into this and it's a brilliant league. Obviously there's some good teams in it and we've become competitive again. But 2 games left to play. So we beat Young Boys 2-0. We beat Zurich 2-0. We beat them 4-3. Now there's a reason. There's a reason. If you've noticed a team sheet there, I took a gamble against Lugano and B-teamed it. We were at home. I thought we've still got a good chance here. And I dropped points. It's backfired on me. But like I said, there was a reason. And that reason is win the cup final. This is brilliant. I loved it, honestly. All right. Now, I'll be honest with you, the run wasn't that hard. I know Servette have beat me in the league once or something, but who cares about that? We're better than them. And I did B-team that. B-teamed it 1-5-0. B-team that, scraped it on penalties. We played them. I didn't B-team it because, they're a league team. We played them. Didn't B-team it. And what a game. And then we played them. Right? Could have B-teamed them, I reckon, because I still think that I nearly did. But I thought, semi-final, I want to stack trophies up while I'm here. I'm going for this. So we won the toughest run. But there were times when I had to make choices, do you know what I mean, with the league and the cup. And now we've got young boys in the freaking final. A team who have done well against Basel over the last few years. We've been travelling around, and I've beat them in games, and they've beat me. And we're on a knife edge here. Let's look at the squad arranged by average rating. You can see Mr. Darian Malez, the right winger, fantastic player. He's tied at the minute. 12 goals, 13 assists. Wouterberg has been brilliant for me. Better than I thought he was going to be. Like, really good. The little wonder kid, fantastic defender. Darko's done his job, 22 goals in 30. I'm happy with that. I know it's not a goal a game like he was in Croatia, but he's still a young lad. He's developing, he's learning, and I like him a lot. Now, Mr. Granit Xhaka, been awesome, right? You can just tell his class when you're watching the games. Bit of trouble though, if you look here. He's decided to freaking retire. I tried talking him out of it. I felt like he left me hanging for about 2 weeks. And I was really thinking he's gonna stay for another year. He's still in the Switzerland team, so I don't get it. Yeah, he's hanging up his freaking boots at the end of the year, so that is going to be a hole and a half we need to cover. So because we're already in the cup final against arguably the best team at the minute, Young Boys, what I'm going to do is that's going to be the main live comp. But I'm going to play Young Boys in St. Gallen now, and we'll jump in for the last few minutes. I'll share with you what's happening. So fingers crossed. Come on. Well, here we are. Let's hope this ain't a sign of things to come in the cup final. It's been a typical game for us where it's full of frustration. The first half, we dominated them. They had one shot on goal. And then they came out in the second half, different team, dominated completely. Scored, we equalised, which was great. And then we just let 2 goals in dead rapid. And we've been beat 3-1. Before we do get on to the end of the last game, you've got to remember, it's against St. Gallen, who are top of the league. We're away from home. If we do beat them, we'll be level on points. But this league is sorted by goal difference, and their goal difference is a lot better than ours. I'm gutted. I really thought we had a good chance here. That's probably gone, but we're still in with hopes of the cup. But then when you've just been beaten by Young Boys, yeah, could have got tits up, really. What a game. What a battle away from home against a team that's top in the group. They're going to top the group. We're winning. Got about a minute left. Can we hang on? Because it's been, honestly, back and forth, back and forth. That was fantastic. Confidence boost, and we needed that. I know we've not won the league, but we needed that. Young Boys won, but second is ours. Who know this league and know the rules are probably screaming out at me then, booed you knob. There's a freaking championship playoff. What? This has messed up my episode. I'll be honest with you. You have a championship playoff. Look at us in our own little group. They've got the advantage, I'm guessing, because they were top of the league. Champions playoff. European places playoff. Oh my god, this is quite exciting. Well, going into injury time, this is a little bit different than the last game. They've absolutely battered me. Like a different team. Welcome to St. Jacob Park. Hopefully it's going to be an advantage for us today. Possibly not. I've got my best team out on that pitch. They're all okay. They can perform. I mean, they've got that lad up front who scored a bucket full of goals this year. So here we go. Absolutely buzzing. Also bricking me knickers, I'll be completely honest with you. Now, I just want to say thank you to everyone who voted, took part. Excuse me. Just had a brew. Try and calm my nerves. Need a bit of caffeine. Can we score early? No, we can't. I know it don't always go your way. Don't always go my way. I was happy either way, whatever happened. Very excited for this. I think it's a great league. It's been a surprise. These things have come out of nowhere. I didn't realise. It's been fun to play. Competitive league. Oh, here he is, Mr. 40 million goals a season. Come on, come on, come on. And I know it's disappointing when you've voted and the vote don't go your way. I mean, over the course of the last few years, there's been times when I've voted a certain thing and you guys have voted for something else, but you stick with the vote. That's the whole point of it. It's just getting you guys involved, making you feel a part of it. I know I've had people who've commented and messaged me saying I can't watch anymore because I wanted you to stay. I get that, and there's probably a danger from giving you an option. But it's fun. It's fun, and I'm quite happy I've left because this could be so much. This could be quality. I mean, it's a project, and get in, Danny. I mean, it is a project with a really good big team that needs to get back up there, and we've made progress. But there's holes in this team. I mean, happy with my defenders, but they need to mature a little bit. I think fullback's something I need to look at. We need to obviously replace the big man in the middle, who's retiring. Maybe a forward player, but again, it's money. Can I get any freebies? I think that's probably what I'm going to have to do. Maybe a couple of loans. Oh,
No, again, Danny!
Oh, seriously, after that ass kicking they gave me in the league, I wasn't holding them much hope. I mean, we went to St. Gallen then after that and battled them to a win, then went straight back to their place in this championship playoff, which is brilliant. And got an ass handed to us. Still got them 2 games to play. Go on, Donny. Come on. I love a trophy in my first season. It's cement things. It's a platform to build on, isn't it? Come on. Can we get a 4th? Be absolutely crazy if we can. No, referee's pulling this back. He's checking goal review. Approach the end of the first half. And what? A few of my players, and I'll be honest with you, one thing I've noticed this season with a few of them is the dilly-dally a bit. I've noticed a few of them are a bit not on it. Here he is. Boom, pick that right out. Oh no, come on ref, do me a favour for once. Checking goal review. Hey! What a first half. Lots of goals. Goals disallowed for both teams as well. We're winning 3-0. We're just a bit better than them, I'd say. They're a great team. Battered me many times, but we've got one hand on that freaking trophy here. But this is the beauty of this series. Like, not knowing where I'm going to go, not knowing when I give you the option where you're going to make me go, not knowing what jobs are going to become available. But coming to countries like this, I've never played in Switzerland. And not knowing the rules, and I do that a lot when I go to a new country. The best thing sometimes I feel is just play. Let's see how it develops. Let's see what happens, and let's see how many goals we can score. Because you look at maybe Switzerland and think, nah, would I enjoy that as a save? Oh, can they get back into it? Yep, they can. No, referee. Checking goal review. No! So there you go, 15 minutes to go. I've made 5 changes, a couple for yellow card reasons, but 3 of them at least were for just resting him. My WONDERKIDS centre half, my striker, and Granit himself. Oh, what are we doing? We're scoring more. I mean, if it ends up level on points, it's going to be goal difference or whatever, innit? And they've already got a 4-goal head start, but we can do it. We could do it. I believe. You never know, do you? Freaking football manager. Football. Anything can happen. Can they get themselves a consolation goal? They have, and I'm a bit pissed with that, I'll be honest with you. Fans are going to love me. The fans at the beginning actually said we'd win this. My board said we'd lose it. Do you know when you get the defeat, what they think? Yeah, they both thought we were going to lose it, so they're going to be happy. The fans have got what they expected. I've got a trophy, which is great. I didn't know what we could do this season. I'm very, very pleased that we've cup final, won it, and I'm in with a chance in this league title playoff, but fantastic. The trouble is we've got 2 days rest, and then we're at home to St. Gallen, and we get 2 days rest, and we're away to St. Gallen. This is going to be very hard. I don't know if I'm going to cram it all in. We'll jump in at the end of both games and see if we can achieve anything. We're winning 1-0. We dominated the first half. They did nothing, not a single shot or anything in that first half. They've come out in that second half a much better side. Got like seconds left. Can they get a point here? I mean, that'd make it a bit tasty. We could have done with scoring more goals, but at the minute we've got the points. I have to go into that last game and do something. What was that slide tackle? Oh, what a save! Also play for away at their place. Oh my god, this game is awesome. A draw ain't good enough. We need to win. Can we do it? We beat them in that last game in the league, but then we got battered off him 4-0, and I've no idea. I'm not sure on the rules, because this is saying Basel need just a point to clinch the Super League title, and we are top even though they beat us 4-0. I don't understand it. I've looked on the rule page. I can't find out how it sorts out the league. How, if we draw, do we win? I love this team. You just don't know what you're getting from them. They've let me down at times, but how have we pulled this out of the freaking bag? How have I done this? This is one of the biggest senses of overachieving I think I've ever had, where we've done well, we've battled with a decent cup run. I annihilate a team way too easy in the final. This championship playoff comes out of nowhere. They beat me 4-0 in the first leg, and we've somehow, I can't explain it, because I feel like my team is nowhere near the finished article. This is a good thing. It means I can hopefully make the team better, because I do want to make them a European team. I think it's a great chance to do something there, but I feel like I've got a bit of imposter syndrome with it. This is my budget for next year, but we've got a chance of getting in the Champions League, even if we get outside the qualifiers, could up in the Europa League, which I think would be perfect for us. Generate some money. There's going to be players leaving. Hopefully, it looks like there's going to be freebies and maybe loans coming in. We'll see how all that goes, but I'm on cloud 9 still, but I'm still in absolute shock. So here we are on my profile. Career stats, again, are looking pretty tidy. My attributes, I don't think they're improving too much. I think my mentals have got a little bit better. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'd love to know what you think, because I'm in shock. I wonder if you're in shock too. If you are brand new, hopefully that was enough to make you subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss anything else to do. And hopefully you will all come back for episode 8. Can we build from this? Can we do it again? What are we going to do in Europe? What can I do with this squad? And what at the minute is limited finances. So, what do you think of this brand new apartment? It's absolutely amazing. The rent is proper cheap. Nice little treat this is for us doing the domestic double in our first season. A domestic double I couldn't have done without you. That final push at the end of the season, your cone placement in training, I think, give us the edge, put us over that final hurdle. And here we are now, in a lovely place. The rent is well cheap and the view is amazing. What are you doing? Don't look at the paperwork. No. I know it says the rent's free. And I know it says the building's owned by CP. CP's give it us. He said we can have it for free for the rest of our stay here in Switzerland. Don't stress out. I know you hate him. Seriously, just get over it. Come on, man. We're getting free plane rides, free apartments. He feels guilty. Let's just get as much out of him as we can. Come on, we've got loads to focus on. We've still got loads of work here to do despite them 2 trophies. I'm very excited for the future. I just need your game and your head on top form. Please. Yeah? Right, let's go and check out the rest of the place.